One of the questions we get from people contemplating moving to Serbia is, why is Serbia free from woke culture? Now, I might have some people that live here in Serbia and say, Andre, that's not completely true. We still have, the parade here once a year. We still have certain, people here in Serbia that are having those views that you do have in the West. But myself, coming from the West, and many of the people that we've met here from the West say that Serbia is far from being woke and is technically free from any woke ideologies or cultures here in Serbia. And I want to talk to you about what it's basically boiled down to, in my opinion, in what I've seen from other people and what other people have told me about why this is here in Serbia. Coming from Canada, and my wife works with youth and children from K to 12. She's seen things in the public education system in Canada that would not be seen here in Serbia. You have what they're teaching kids in Canada and in North America, just in general, is how you feel, what you identify as. They don't have anything that will teach them anything that will actually get them through in life or benefit them in life, or how to balance a checkbook. How does money work? Is there good debt and bad debt? Things that you could actually use in life. Where here in Serbia, one of the first things we've noticed is the children here are so much more advanced. Even though that they're not in school as long as they are in North America on a daily basis, kids here are just far more superior. They're a lot more durable. The obesity rate is not at an all-time high here like you visually seen in Canada. One of the other things that kids here actually don't have the mental illnesses like you would have in Western cultures like North America, and that is due to the fact that we do not promote the woke ideology here in Serbia. We do teach kids things that they need to know. There's still discipline here when it comes to kids, where kids can, behave erratically in North America, and then you have a generation of degenerates, is what I like to say. So I boiled down why Serbia is free from woke cultures down to three main points. Number one is that we still have cultural conservation. Serbian people are deeply rooted in traditional culture with conservative values, which I believe is very profound here. A man is a man, a woman is a woman. They both work together to raise their kids. The woman is often at home taking care of the house. The men are out working out in the fields. It's really great to see, unlike where in Canada you have all these equal rights, and when you give the equal rights to everybody, everyone's still kicking and screaming. Now, we still have the church here. Christianity is very highly valued here in Serbia as well. And so when it comes to the woke ideology, that goes against our traditional values. That goes against Christianity. And we will not accept that as something that we want to teach the younger generation, that we want to put into the schools, that we want to bring into the household. We still believe in the nuclear family here in Serbia, which is one of the best things to have, because you will not have once you destroy the nuclear family, what more do you have? Where here in Serbia, the nuclear family is still very prominent and profound here, and so that resists the progressive social movements that we have here, and that includes the woke culture. The second point that I see here in Serbia and that other people have brought up as to why the woke culture is not here is that the political environment is much more different here than it is in North America, for instance. People here lean towards nationalism and conservative politics. And so a lot of those 2 points there alone oppose the many ideologies associated with the woke culture, such as gender theory, identity politics, aggressive social justice, activism. We don't have that here. We here in Serbia worry about what's ours, about the country. We want to preserve what we see is normal, back to the Christian values. And so in Canada and the United States, we worry about what other people may think, how we feel. We need to worry about everyone being the same, where here in Serbia, it's quite evident that people understand that, hey, women and men are different. They have both strengths and weaknesses for both the men and women. I'm not saying that the men don't have weaknesses, but that's why we have, husband and wife, is because one helps the other, and together they're strong as a unity. And I can tell you that as a married man, that my wife helps me in certain ways that I could not help her, and vice versa. And when you have that unison, and you see that here in Serbia, that is a beautiful thing to see, and a great place to raise children in. One of the other things that I wanted to mention is that because we don't have gender theory, identity politics here in Serbia, kids actually learn things that they need. They're able to go out and play with other kids. It's amazing, especially here in Novi Sad, the amount of kids that you see out there playing with other kids, girls playing with boys, boys playing with girls. They're all having fun. They're playing in sandpits, riding bikes, kicking their soccer balls out there, where in North America, it's very rare that you see kids playing outside. Typically, they're locked up in their rooms at home, playing video games, playing on social media, getting more of that, that liberal mindset and propaganda, put it into their brains. And one of the other things that I'd like to bring out here is, speaking to people here in Serbia, is that how can a kid decide what gender they are, or all this other stuff, if they can't ride a bike, drive a car, vote, buy cigarettes, buy alcohol, all these other things. But all of a sudden in Canada, kids that can't do those same things here in Serbia are able to go and do things behind their parents' back, and there is no repercussions. That's okay. Kids' minds here are very, malleable at a young age, and parents and people recognize that here, and they're not going to be allowing their kids to move forward and learn about those things, because there's no need for them to learn. Now, I'm not saying that when someone becomes an adult and of age to do all those other things, that they can go out there and have whatever surgeries they want. They can be whatever they want. They can be who they want to be. All those things. But one of the things here is they don't want that being taught to the children's, which is something that is also appealing to many people who are looking to leave the Western countries, because they've just had enough of it being rammed down their throat. The third point that I'd like to make out is that the social economic priorities here in Serbia are much different than what we have in the Western cultures. So in Serbia, they face very significant social economic challenges here, and the discussions around social issues will dominate woke culture, such as the gender fluidity race relations, and similar topics that come with that. Again, it has nothing to do with your day-to-day life, and people here in Serbia like to talk about what's impacting them here in Serbia, what challenges and economic prosperity are they looking for here in Serbia. They're not looking to come up with the imaginary problems like we have in the Western countries, and coming up with problems that we don't really have over there. The topics will not resonate here strongly with the general populations compared to economic concerns, national security, and regional issues. People here are very into the political system. They want to make sure that Serbia stays safe as well, especially if you look at the history of Serbia and all the tensions and all the wars that they have gone through. They are a lot, alert and put things in priority that are actually meaningful to them in day-to-day life, and not what could be and what is going to actually hurt the people down the road, like they will be if they were to go into or down the woke culture road. And I'd love to hear from the viewers out there as well, is what is your idea when it comes to why Serbia is free from the woke culture? I'd like to hear from the people that are in the West. What has, because I've been gone from the West now for a while, and, things have changed, and I've heard that they've even gone down even further down the woke ideology. And I'd love to hear what are some of the things that you're seeing now in North America when it comes to that. And I'd love to have a great discussion. So if you could leave your questions, comments, and concerns down in the comment section, that'd be great. I'd love to read your comments. If you are looking to move to Serbia, feel free to reach out to us at relocationserbia.com. I thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one.